Don't click away, even though it's not a buy everything Mortal Kombat, as I promised in my last video, that is coming up and it's being filmed very soon. But at the moment, I am going to be doing a different video, which is ranking all of these movies from worst to best. Now, if you love anything Mortal Kombat and NetherRealm, please like and subscribe, and let's go right into this. Now, at last place, we're going to have Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Now, Mortal Kombat Annihilation is not one of the movies that you sit down and watch because you love the series. No, it's one of the ones that you sit down with your friends when you're drunk and you really want to watch a bad movie, just like how Jaws 3D. I mean, come on, who's meant to be scared of that? It literally looks like a cardboard cutout of a shark, come on. Is occurring. That's what people describe the movies. They're also known as so bad they're good movies, as Mortal Kombat Annihilation is so bad that you gotta laugh at it because of how hard it tries to be a good movie. It just doesn't live up to the 1995 movie that came prior to it. See, this one right here, it just doesn't stack up to it. But the story is really bad, but the performances are bad, and costume designs and visual effects. Like every 3 seconds, Raiden goes flying through a wall. And every 3 seconds, I don't know, a bad dragon visual effect. And the ending of that movie also ends with a dragon fight of animalities with bad CGI. All around, this is the worst Mortal Kombat movie if you're not counting The Journey Begins, which I'm not. But next on this list for the Mortal Kombat movies, I'm very sad to do this, but I'm gonna put Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms. Now, Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms is it's a good movie, but it's not one of my favorites. It's got that story of like Mortal Kombat 2, which is probably my favorite story from Mortal Kombat. But it's just done it in a way that they kill off one of my favorite characters. We're gonna go into spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, skip like 10 seconds. Raiden dies. Okay, so welcome back, no people that haven't seen the movie. But this movie, it's fun to watch, and especially when you love that game. But the ending, this is spoilers again, isn't it? Spoilers, skip ahead 10 seconds. It literally ends basically the same way as Mortal Kombat Annihilation with the animality fight. Alright, welcome back, people, again. Now, we're gonna be in this situation for hopefully the sequel that comes up, and hopefully is better. But Shao Kahn gets beaten, obviously, just like Mortal Kombat 2. It just follows that story, and I just did a spoiler, didn't I? Cut that out! Alright, I didn't cut that out, did I? Well, it's hard to explain this movie without going into so much spoilers due to it being that storyline of Mortal Kombat 2. It's got that around, but there's some elements in there that just doesn't make sense, and it goes all over the place and just seems out of place. Some of the things, like some of the things you see in the trailer, like Liu Kang's backstory, it makes a bit of sense, but how it happens, like with it being in a city, just doesn't make sense. But I don't want to go into too much more detail in case you haven't seen it. But I'm going to do a review on this movie soon. It will be probably very spoiler chock full. And I'm just going to quickly get this movie done, as I've seen it twice now. But I don't think I will be watching it as many times as the 1995 movie or the 2021 theatrical movie. Now, the next movie. Now, the next movie on this list is going to be the 1995 Mortal Kombat. Now, I really do love myself the tournament. That's why I'm really excited for the sequel for Mortal Kombat, the 2021 one. But I just think that the gore is very much needed in a Mortal Kombat movie. But I do like the characters like Haruki Sanada, not Harry, Karyuki. Can I go again? I'm just gonna say Shang Tsung. He is Shang Tsung to me. That is my Shang Tsung. Karyuki Tagawa, got it. He is my Shang Tsung. I think he's absolutely amazing in this role, and I thought it was an amazing idea to bring him back for Mortal Kombat 11 as Shang Tsung. Now, I think this movie, it does the tournament very well, and I do like Lyndon Ashby as Johnny Cage and Robin Shou as Liu Kang. I believe that's who he is. I hope that's not wrong. But I do like them as they are, but I do think Christopher Lambert as Raiden, as much as he did a decent as Raiden, and he did fit nicely into this movie. I just think making Raiden sound like a 50-year-old smoker was just a bit of a weird thing, and he doesn't even say, let me consult the outer gods. I know this is early and they didn't say that yet, but they didn't even use any of the moves. The only moves you really saw was the bicycle kick, Johnny Cage punching Goro in the balls, and maybe maybe one more movie. Liu Kang using his fireballs, maybe. I think that's what it was at the end. That's about it, really. It's nothing else shows that like Raiden doesn't participate, obviously, like in most of the movies, but none of these moves are shown. Oh, Scorpion Spear and Sub-Zero is shown, but there's no fatalities. There's no moves like Sonya Blade's Kiss of Death, or Johnny Cage knocking a guy's head off, or Sonya Blade's rings, or Johnny Cage Shadow Kick. None of that exists, and I do know there's limitations of this movie, but I just think I know it was done in the hype, but if it was done now, it just does not stack up to the visual effects and justice that movies such as Scorpion's Revenge and even the new movie has done, and I think it's just. If it was done now, it would be done a lot better, and I think that's what the sequel to Mortal Kombat, which might be coming out later, hopefully, news sources are saying that, will do for Mortal Kombat. Now, next in line is going to be the recent Mortal Kombat 2021 reboot. Now, this movie I saw with just myself first. I just saw it by myself. And then I had a bunch of friends over to watch it. Now, me and my friends absolutely had a ball watching this. This is a great movie. If you're gonna get it and have a bunch of friends over, because it's absolutely a ball to watch it with friends. Especially with Kano's comedy, it's amazing. You got so many great fatalities. Liu Kang's bicycle kick looks so much better in this. But I think some of it could have been done a little bit better. And the start 10 minutes is absolutely amazing, although it does be a bit weird with a little child having to be the descendant, which Cole Young is linked to, which makes a bit of sense, but I don't think we should really be showing the descendants of Scorpion, because then it takes a bit away from his story of him being the last Shiroryu, and him being the last of his clan and all that, and having another person kind of takes away from it a bit. But I am going to be very... I'm not in that hate Cole Young and majority. I'm actually one that actually likes Cole Young. I think he did better than I thought. I was not excited for Cole Young. I thought they should have done Johnny Cage. But I think how they set the movie up is perfect to have Johnny Cage for the sequel. And I think Cole Young was cool, and I thought his abilities with his Arcana, which is a new thing, which is how you get your abilities, was pretty cool. And I did get I think me, and I remember one of my friends, Eagdog on YouTube, who you should subscribe to, we looked at each other, well, I looked at him, and he looked at me when Goro got killed, because I already seen the movie prior. He thought it was a bit weird that he got killed by Goro. Goro got killed by Cole Young. That's how it was meant to be. But I think this movie is a bunch of fun. I think Kano is the absolute highlight. I did get goosebumps when fatalities happened. The music was absolutely amazing, with the Techno Syndrome song showing up multiple times, especially when Scorpion showed up for the first time. I got chills, and if I had the recording of when I was watching it for the first time, you would have seen me jumping up and screaming yes when it's the boom, 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 but the Mortal Kombat theme came on really loudly with Scorpion standing there with his kunai out and just screamed, "Get over here!" I was so happy. The memories with that movie I love, and it was so much fun, and I can't wait for a possible sequel, and I hope it happens, because I love this movie, and I really do want to see the tournament, as that's what I prefer, but I do really want to see it on live action with tons of fatalities and gore. Now, this leads me to my next movie, which is going to be number 1, I believe, because I've done all of them. Yes, I'm doing this on the spot, by the way, but my number 1 is Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge. Now, this is on the Australian Netflix, so if you haven't seen it in America, buy it or get a VPN and go to the Australian Netflix and have a watch of this movie, because it's absolutely amazing. It's what you want. It's got the fatalities, it's got all your favorite characters, it's got the tournament from the first game. It's got everything you really want. Johnny Cage is in there, Sonya, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, all these, Shang Tsung is even in there, Quan Chi is in there as well. But it's just great to see the story come to life in this way, and with it animated, it makes you be able to do things that you couldn't do in live action form. That's basically the only drawback. As much as it's great to see your favorite characters in live action, you can't do as much as you could with animation, with Scorpion flying around with his kunai, or them having a fight when the buildings collapse, which we'll have to see to the sequel of Mortal Kombat if it's going to be as good as that. But I think the animated movie just pulls it off with the lines being amazing, the fatalities and gore, the storytelling is absolutely amazing, the animation, as I said, I believe I just said that, but I'm going to say it again, is absolutely amazing. I just thought everything about this movie is just great. My only really gripe with it is just that that they introduced some characters and they didn't give Sub-Zero as much screen time as I would like to have him, since he just got killed by Scorpion. That was about it. He didn't get like a fight with anybody else or anything, and there was just random Tarkotans. So I wish that was Baraka or someone, because he appears in Battle of the Realms, so that's clearly not Baraka as many people thought. But I also find it weird that they're going to have Katana in the movie, but they're not going to have Melina, so they don't appear side by side, and somehow that throws in a bit of dynamic with them. But that's about it. But I think this movie is a must watch. So if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, I should highly recommend, and I am going to highly recommend, you guys see this movie and the 20. Just see all of them except, well, you know what? Go and see Annihilation. I don't care. Go and see it, because all these movies are absolutely amazing. Like, I own these movies on Blu-ray. Like, these two, I've got on Netflix. I've got on the American Netflix, there's 1995 movies, so I VPN my way over there. For Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I just went over to someone else's, and they had it, and I watched it, and it was something. But I'm gonna have to pick up my own copy when I find one, but I have not found one. But that's about it. Now, I'm just going to re-go over my rankings. We've got last place, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Then we got at fourth place, Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms. At third place, we got Mortal Kombat 1995. At second place, we got Mortal Kombat 2021. And at first place, we got Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. Now, these are all movies I'm going to once again say you should watch. And I highly recommend getting them on Blu-ray. As much as the menu sucks, the special features for these movies are absolutely amazing. Especially both of these, and seeing how the directors, writers, and actors, and including the voice actors, treat these characters, because it's really cool to see them behind the scenes and what they think about the characters. But that's all I've got here in this video. But stay tuned, because I believe it's going to be this week, but I'm not sure if it's going to be my next video. But it depends what happens. But it's coming this week. Is my Buy Everything Mortal Kombat. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.